Right, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and week 15 of the off season. This is the final week of my first push-up phase post show. I weighed in at 100.4 kilos, 100 grams down from last week, which is obviously to be expected because we didn't have an off-plan meal last week. We did the week before and only put on a kilo, so it's only right that we kind of dropped a little bit from being back on the cleaner food, which was the purpose of the off-plan meal, to resensitize my body to the nicer and better quality food sources. You'll be seeing my checking photos on the screen. We are in good stead, holding good shape. Dropped 100 kilos. We are 100 kilos. We dropped 100 grams and now we're shredded again. Nah, just kidding. But I spoke with Brad. We're going to do one more week of this push-up phase, then we'll move into a health phase, clean up, tidy up the body as well, inside and out, and then get ready to initiate growth phase 2, which is where the real fun starts. We put on a good amount of muscle, a good amount of quality size this first push round, but it does become a point of diminishing returns. I can put on another 10 kilos, but my body's done the growing that it's wanted to do. I didn't even have to change my diet. Through the whole off-season so far, my diet changed about 2-3 weeks before we started, so still during that post-show rebound, and it stayed the same the whole way through with minimal additions to the arsenal, and that just means my body wanted to get this big, and now we can just tidy up a little bit and then let my body get bigger again the second time round. I hope that makes sense, but that is the plan moving forward. Obviously after a good couple of months pulling back and checking that everything is still okay, because we put on 30 kilos, nearly 70 pounds of weight in total. So no matter how many precautions you take, that amount of weight putting on is going to take its toll a little bit. So we just check to see the extent to that, and hopefully it's minimal, because we have been very health focused on the way up. And like I said, the body's just wanted to grow. We haven't even pushed food. I'm still starving, and this little tidy up phase is going to kill my soul, having to eat even less food. So fingers crossed it all just falls off and we can start growing again. But I am sitting here waiting to jump into a call with Brad actually right now. I just got back from legs quad day. It was insane. I'll tell you all about it tomorrow because I'm about to log in and talk with Brad, so I will catch you all then. Right, so what is going on, everyone? Today is Monday, but I'm going to take you through yesterday's quad day because it was absolutely savage. You first be seeing my top set of hacks. I did about 1 million force reps with the guys. They really don't let me bitch out, that's for sure. And the pendulum as well. Very, very strong set on that. That was absolutely brutal. I'm loving the pendulum. I can't wait to run that up. And then the top set on the squat press. I am going to run a reset week next week on my leg day training. So drop the hack down to get close to that 10 rep range, but we've maintained the closer gap. So instead of a full reset throughout, I'm just going to reset really my top sets and maybe the preceding sets, so the last 2 sets of each exercise, just to reset, realign form, just because this is my final week of the off-season push phase 1. So as of next week, we're going into a maintenance and recomp phase as well as a health phase as well. So it kind of makes sense to reset now as opposed to digging myself into how I can't recover from next week and the week after, when everything trend downwards and come back to a physiological state and just not be as capable as I have been leading up to this week. So with that being said, that is my plan, as well as for this week as well, just to take a few sessions this week to reset some of those lifts and exercises that were beginning to lose some form of progression. I'll look to either reset or add in a new variation of that exercise, which I'll take you through as the week progresses, starting with today's delt workout, which I'll cover tomorrow, as to not bombard you with too much too soon. But I swapped out an exercise and reset which was very conducive to a serious delt pump. But you'll be seeing, talking to pump my leg, my quad pump on the screen. Yeah, following my call with Brad, everything's all lined up and I'm super excited because it'll take a few weeks. Obviously, come down, re-sensitize the body, re-prime the body for another push-up phase, because this has been a very conservative one so far, I'll tell you that. Like, I haven't changed my diet. My diet hasn't changed for maybe 16 plus weeks. Like, the whole push phase of the off season has been the same diet, and we had it changed a couple of weeks before it started. So the last couple of weeks of my post-show rebound and health phase, that was when the last change to the diet was made. The body just wanted to grow. It's really taking in like food and haven't had to push food at all. Like I said, I am still starving 24/7. I've literally just finished a meal here and I'm so hungry still. So wish me luck for the slight pullback that we're going to have, because it's going to be horrible. It's going to feel like dieting. I guess it kind of is dieting, but even now feels like dieting, which is crazy. Once that is, and obviously I'll check all my health markers, they should all be sweet anyway, because like I said, be conservative on that front as well. So everything has been relatively conservative and my body's literally just wanted to do it itself, and I haven't had to push many envelopes to get there, which leads us a lot more scope for progression on the second push-up phase. Add some new tools in, push a little bit harder in all aspects, and then that is going to lead to some crazy gains, and I cannot wait for that. But like I said, it's not go, go, go. Sometimes you have to pull back to slingshot yourself forward, take that one step back to take 10 steps forward, as opposed to just slugging up steps slowly. That is the plan, and tomorrow's arm day, so I'll catch you for that. Right, what is going on, everyone? Get the light on so you can see me a bit better. I have just finished making some chicken. We're chopping up, ready to prep it. Obviously watching bro chat, as you can see from the screen. You'll be seeing my top set on the Atlantis press, which was a substituted movement from Monday's delts workout. Insane workout. Like I mentioned to you previously, we ran through and reset a few movements that were beginning to stall, as I can run them up through my health phase and then re-progress them again as we transition from the health and maintenance phase, recomp phase, into the second push phase. So if you get my gist, my line of thinking, that is why this week, obviously not every movement, because some movements are still progressing like the first day out of the show, but some movements are beginning to stall, so I'd either reset them, like on the lateral to front raise, I reset some of my numbers starting from a lighter weight. But some movements where I just felt the need to change it up a little bit, I switched from the prime press with a dead stop just to a regular Atlantis press with the more tucked in variation, which I found to be killer for my front delt. So that is going to be very exciting to run up in the coming weeks and months and months and months and months, because we don't change them too often, especially when they work. You also see some of my pump shots following that set. Very happy with the endpoint. Obviously each day this week is going to be my endpoint post-workout shot, because we're going to end the first push and then run into the recomp phase, tidy up a little bit before we push again. Like I mentioned a million times, just trying to get to terms with it myself. The more I say it, the more reality is going to be, mainly because I am starving, and you know what tidy up means: less food. So I'm going to be even hungrier still. But guess I done workout. I trained with my mate Sam. Very, very good session. It's just a savage pump, honestly. I just can't. We went back to back, so it wasn't no time to get the camera out and film. I just really enjoyed that old school you me style of training, and especially for something like arms, it's very useful to have to maintain that tempo throughout, because it's not like quads where it's nervous system taxing, CNS taxing, that you have to take a longer rest period. On arms, especially with this pyramid style of training, we can really go back and forward and smash out some intense, savage tempo for the workout. Today was non-training day. Did a lot of work. I'm ahead on everything that needs to be done. Just finished my meal prep. Going to bag that up now and have meal 4. Get out, finish my steps in between these. Let me think of the word. On, off, on, off. Intervals, there we go. These intervals of rain that keep happening. I hate the rain. It's meant to be summer. It's so sunny out there now, but a second ago it was absolutely caning it down. What I want to do, get this bagged up, put my rice on, do a big chunk of my steps before it starts raining again. So what I will do is catch you tomorrow for back day. Right, I don't know if you can hear the rain smashing against my car, because it's absolutely caning it down. But we are at the gym. You'll be seeing on the screen my couple of exercises from back and my pump shots as well. Feeling good. A very, very good session. I felt especially strong. I got that fire lit under me last week of growing, so I'm making the most of it. But you'd have seen the ASMR pouring the cereal on top, or the shake on top of my cereal. Of course, we've got the same again today. The higher day of cereal, 125 grams of cereal, 100 grams from carbs, 100 grams of carbs, sorry. But super happy with how the session went down. I'm holding my weight, so I was able to progress my pull-ups quite well this week, because I'm getting stronger, but I'm not putting on too much more weight. Obviously, I dropped 100 grams last week. Maybe I've even dropped a little bit more this week. Hopefully we stabilised. And then the tidy up phase will commence as of next week. The rows went especially well. Very, very happy with that. T-bar rows, I'm finally getting the hang of it. I feel like I'm finally getting the hang of how to perform on that T-bar row, on that Arsenal strength T-bar row. One less rep than last week, but I feel like I performed the reps a lot better this week overall. Moved on to the prime, took match reps across the board, all of my sets, but I didn't do the rest pause. Taking the rest pause out this week as a nice little bit of transition into the health phase and tidy up next week, because I'm not pushing anything, so not pushing food, not pushing supplements, so take out that added volume that I used to push beforehand, just to match my lowered recovery capabilities, of course. Very happy with how the prime upper back row went. Super happy with that. I really do connect well with that. what I used to do was start on setting 1, perform the set, and on my top set go to setting 3 as the rest pause, but I just did setting 5, which is the middle beginning the whole way through, as I wasn't doing that exaggerated in the rest pause. And then you'll see the other bits of the workout, which was extremely well. That pull down makes me look super lean in the back. But yeah, that is that. Gonna get myself home and get myself ready for my group call with Brad and some of the team. That'll be fun. And then tomorrow is officially the last day of push phase 1, so I'll catch you for chest tomorrow. And that is that, people. That wraps up the first push-up of the off-season. As you can see, that was my final meal of the first push-up, so I thought I'd record it as a ceremonial farewell to my calories for a little while. But you'll be seeing on the screen 2 exercises from chest, the prime press and the incline dumbbell press. Very, very good workout. I really went off with a bang. Sorry, my eyes are going a bit droopy because I'm absolutely shattered, but I progressed every single movement today. It's as if I knew I was going to be on the decline from here on out, but we're not going to let that happen. We don't slack just because we're in the health phase. We don't slack just because we're tidying up and food's lower. We grit our teeth and we continue to progress by any means, of course. But yeah, pump shots as well on the screen. Very happy with the look. Tomorrow we'll get to see my complete transformation from my lowest of prep to obviously the end of my first push-up phase, which is going to be around 26 kilos maybe, I think, in total, which is something I'm very, very happy about. I thought we were going to get to that 30 kilo mark. My arm's aching. I had to put myself down for a second, but obviously the last couple of weeks we just like let it taper off a little bit around the 100 kilo mark, and we'll just let the plane lower a little bit, tidy up, and then we'll begin a proper push-up again after that. So that is going to wrap up the first push-up of the off-season. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, click the notification bell so you don't miss when we upload. Big things to come. See how I tidy up, see me a little bit leaner but with this added size that we put on, and then brace yourself for the big second push-up phase. Share this video to a friend, bring them on the journey, and I will catch you all tomorrow for me, next week for you, for the first week of the health and tidy up phase.